marketing person for this organization, which you may have heard of. It's called the Kerygma, or Shepherd's Voice Publication, or you know it by its more popular name, Feast. Have you heard of Feast before? I have a question. Do you hear any extra noise? I want to know. Hindi ko alam eh. Try ko lang. Is it noisy? Is the audio noisy? Mukhang mali ako. If it's noisy, then I'll have to do something else. Wait lang. Meron palang music. Meron pala akong music. I gotta get rid of the music. Okay, there it is. Okay. I cannot see your, I cannot see your... Hello, hello, Marie. Sandali lang ah. How is the audio? Is it noisy? Wala. Dito. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, audio. I don't want to continue kung pangit yung audio eh. 1, 2, 3, audio. Okay, fine. Do you hear any airplanes? Oh yeah, you do. There it is. The audio's dirty. I can see it. Okay. Let's try it again. Wait lang. Sorry ah. This is this is live, so ganito talaga ako. Let's see if I can get rid of the sound, na noisy sounds from the outside world. Okay. Okay, wow. I can't get rid of it. So, okay. Tuloy ko na. So, wow, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do this again. Mali yung ginamit ko. Dapat nag-zoom na lang ako para matanggal yung noise. So now it's noisy. Sorry. Okay lang ba kayo? You can... Kainis. Mali yung ginamit kong technology. Alright, I'll teach you how to learn the virtues of the saints. Okay. Okay. Hi, this is John Hilario. Gonna learn how to pursue the virtues of the saints. I did this as a request from one of listeners, one of the viewers, one of the course takers, and one of my subscribers in my newsletter. Sabi niya, Jomar, what books do you recommend? Because apparently he's heard me talk about the virtues of the saints. And I don't know if you noticed, no, if you go to any organization, including normal church organizations, they do not mention virtues. They do not mention saints, which is really, really sad. Parang nakalimutan na ng simbahan ang santo. Ang nauuso na lang yung mga pop culture novels like, yung Magician sa UK. Yun ang mga usapan, saka yung usong Netflix na shows. So yung Lives of Saints hindi na napansin. Sayang, because we can learn a lot from the saints. Because they are human like us. They have failed also like us, and at the same time we can learn from them kasi the people in the Bible aren't the only people following Jesus. Yes? Lalo na yung mga recent saints like sila Kowalska, 20th century saint, 19 something, namatay siya around 1930. And the one before that, kapanahon ni Jose Rizal, Saint Teresa of Lisieux. They're very modern, very recent, so maybe we can learn something from them. Anyway, backtrack lang, how did I discover the saints? When I noticed that pag nakikinig akong homily, there's hardly any mention of saints. Pag nagbabasa ako ng libro, even Catholic books, there are hardly any mentions of saints. But if you go backtrack into the history, ang dami-daming libro na ginawa ang mga santo, sometimes volumes of books. I saw the Don Bosco, 25 800-page volumes of the writings of Don Bosco. And it's not publicly available in books, pero nasa internet siya. And sayang talaga yung lessons nila because they were not the original disciples of Jesus, but they're closer to us, and they did follow uh, the church teaching and Jesus teaching. Let's proceed na. Yes. I don't really want to spend the time convincing you that you should follow the saints and copy their virtues. A chat lang, in case you want to have fun. How many virtues do you actually know aside from patience? Okay. Okay. Aside from patience, do you know of any other virtues? All right. Let's proceed na. Kung kahit anong sagot nyo dyan, I'll just continue this one. Okay. So the first time, if you want to learn the virtues of the saints, you need to do this process. This is a process that I've done with my children and myself because it is a more fun process rather than directly reading the book. Okay. If you go to a bookstore, this is from Shopee, Lazada. If you go there and you read it, and you'll probably give up at a certain point kasi hindi mo naintindihan. Okay. Honesty, honesty, yes. Honesty is a virtue. Thank you so much for that, Neil. So, this is step one. Can you type the number one in the chat if you're in live? Step one is try to listen first to the stories of the saints via podcast drama. Sabihin, nakikinig ka lang dun sa drama, hindi ka nanonood. So while you're doing some household chores, you're driving, you're listening to the Saints podcast, you're listening to the Saints Alive podcast, or you with your people in the house, you're watching YouTube dramatizations of the Saints. Kasi, mas mabilis mo matutunan. And there are like 5-minute versions of the Saints' lives na pwede mong going starting point. I do recommend these two, the Saints podcast and Saints Alive, because if you go to the Google, no, type mo the Saints podcast, meron kang choices, the official website, Apple Podcast, Spotify, pwede mo siyang pakinggan kahit sa TV mo, kung may Spotify yung TV mo, kung wala mag-install ka ng Spotify sa TV mo, you can listen to that. And it's not a watching thing, it's a listening thing. Now, there's also a secret. Type nyo number 5 for secret. Ang podcast kasi, nauso yan in 2007 when I started. No? And a lot of people don't know that the podcast is not a YouTube. There's one thing you can do with a podcast that you cannot do with YouTube legally. Do you know what that is? It's the red arrow. Podcasts are expected to be downloaded and listened kag walang internet. So, pag pumunta ka sa Podbean, okay, Podbein, Podbean, and you go there, meron kang makikitang choice. Lahat ng podcast, by the way, nasa Podbean. Most of them. Okay. Makikita mo doon na meron kang option para yung podcast mo maging yan yung website, Podbean. Okay. Para yung podcast mo ma-download. So just go there, find the name of the podcast, which is The Saints Alive. Tapos pindutin mo yung download, tapos meron ka ng MP3 file. You know what to do with the MP3 file, right? Load it into your USB drive. Load it into your SD card. Lagay mo sa phone mo. Lagay nyo sa TV nyo. Lagay nyo sa Bluetooth speaker nyo. As long as you can have the MP3 file, i-load mo dito sa iyong USB drive. So you can carry the podcast with you kahit nagla-long drive kayo ng pamilya mo. Pasukan mo ng SD card, lagay mo yung MP3 file sa loob. This is what I do. I go to this website. I click download for all the episodes. There's about 100, 300 episodes. I just download them, put it in the USB. Tapos yung USB, lalagay ko sa speaker. Tapos, pwede mo nang i-play. Di ba? Nandun na sa MP3 file. Pwede mo lagay sa computer mo kahit wala kang internet. You can listen to these episodes. Okay? So, that's it going to Podbean. May mga Spotify exclusive podcast hindi mo mada-download kasi wala siya sa Podbean. Pero yung mga Saints podcast nandito sa Podbean, just go there. Okay? Now, this is applicable to all podcasts na ginawa ni Lord. Okay? It doesn't have to be the Catholic podcast. As long as hindi siya Spotify exclusive. Mada-download mo yung file na yan. Alright? And ito yung Saints Alive, no? Pareho silang audio drama. Type the number 2 for drama. Ano yung drama? Yun nung unang panahon, nakikinig sila sa radio, tapos yun yung story, walang Netflix, walang TV, walang movies. Nakikinig lang sila, tapos dinadramatize using voice yung nangyayari. Now, Saints Alive is made by Gen Z kids, so the wordings that they use are very modern. Yung Saints podcast naman, hindi. Sobrang luma ng style nila, Saints podcast. So, it's up to you. Gusto mo medyo lumang style. Pareho sila may sound effects. No? Drama kasi. The same podcast, mas kukonti ang kanilang episodes. Mas maikse. Okay? Episodes run for about 80 minutes pero i-split nila para hindi mo ma-download. Hindi ka masobrahan na 80-minute yung file is to 20 minutes. Bottom line, at the end of the day, pag nakinig ka niyan, kahit ikaw lang mag-isa or with the family, which actually recommended the high volume sa bahay habang nag-household chores, mapapakinggan nila. At since it's drama, sabi ng utak nila, ano yan? Drama yan ah. Gano'n. Tapos di nila alam to ko sa santo. And these are the stories they have not heard of, so sayang. Now, ang add-on, kung may anak ka, mayroong coloring book ang Saints Alive. So, download mo siya, print mo, tapos pa-color mo sa mga bata. Okay? Now, pag natapos ka ng listening to the Saints, now you can pinpoint the Saints that you want. Oh, I want to learn more about Fulton Sheen. Or I want to learn more about Kathleen of Siena. Mga ganyan. Pag nakapili na kayo ng santo na, meron bang libro yan, doon ka pa lang kukuha ng libro. Okay? Now, there are three kinds of books. The diary books. So, this one is a diary book by Saint Therese. Very short. Saint Therese of Lisieux. So, hindi lang siya basta parish name. Siya yung actual na libro. And as you can see, it's very short. So, easy read. And I do recommend na mag-hoard ka ng yellow markers. Mark up the book. Okay? Mark up the book like this. Yan. So, mark up mo siya yung mga gusto mo, mga quote. So, lagyan mo siya ng book marker. Yan. Gumawa ka ng bookmarker. And, mark up your book. Have your children mark up your book. Saint book para madali nilang balikan. And write on the borders. Ano bang laman ito? Write on the borders. Para pwede mong balikan yan. So, a well-read book. Alright? That's Saint Therese. She died at age 25, so anybody below 25 can relate to her because the story is from the beginning of her life. Okay, that's Saint Therese, recommended. This you can buy this in Shopee. Now, Diary of Saint Faustina, gawa to nila Marian Fathers, sila Father Chris, one of the biggest YouTube channels on the planet, Divine Mercy channel, sa kanila to. You see the book? Thick, right? The way of writing is diary, so pareho sila. The rest, you'll be able to understand both. Nga lang, this has visions. So, ano siya mystic siya. Which means to say, by the way, dito nang galing yung Divine Mercy image. Sa kanya in-appoint ni God na magpapaint ka ng image. Kasi the story of the paint ng image, makikita mo dito. Tapos pati mga pangalan ng mga taong involved. Evil nuns. Both stories have evil nuns, you know. Are nuns people? Yes. Can some nuns be bad? Yes. So, makikita mo dito yung kwento. Okay? Para hindi kayo masyadong, ang galing, madre, holy sila. Well, depends. There are holy nuns, and there are nuns in the process of being holy, just like your asawa. Okay? So, this is really thick, but don't let it scare you. It's easy read. And again, mark up the book. Okay? Mark up mo ganyan. Okay? Tapos pwede nyo pag-usapan yung part na to. Anak, ba't mo minarkan yan? Yun. So, it's a excuse for you to converse with your children. Yes? Gusto mo ba ng excuse to converse with your children? Ayan. Pa-read ka ng 2 pages, 2-3 pages, pa-mark up mo, tapos mag-usap kayo. Huwag ka magagalit pag wala siya na mark up. Ibig sabihin, nagkulang ka talaga. Okay. So this is another recommended. Available locally yan. Tapos another one that I do recommend for you guys. So this is the Faustina in Amazon. This is the story. Ito yung recommended ko, Story of a Soul. This one is not one. This is different. This is locally done. Ito yung sa US. Ito yung recommended ko. Tapos ito yung Faustina book. And the third one, nasan na siya? The third one is, I'm gonna just show you the book. This is it. So this is done here in the Philippines. This is not a diary. This is the third client. Books about them. So it was researched by a Filipino in the US about Saint Francis of Assisi. So maganda yung pagkagawa, and same story, you need to mark up the book as well. Okay? This is a historical one. Pwedeng-pwede talaga sa homeschool. Makikita mo yung crusades, nandito, nabubuhay yung crusades dito. You know, Muslims versus Christians, Christians versus Christians, popes dying, popes replacing them, popes dying again, generals and kings. Ito yung kwentong kingdom, kumbaga. Pero pagdating doon sa pagpasok ni Francis at Assisi, biglang, bang, ibang-iba na. Pero yung intro part na to, para kang talagang nasa history book. So, this is a very nice book, Perfect Joy, Filipino author. Okay? Available dito sa Philippines, St. Paul Publications. All of these are not affiliate. I don't earn if you buy them. Okay? So these are some recommended. Now, may mga libro si Fulton Sheen, madami. You can buy them here in the bookstores. Si Jose Maria Escriva, he also wrote a book called The Way. And these are books made by the actual saint. So that's diary. These are books made by them, the hindi diary. And the Letters of Saint Clare, this is not a book. These are letters compiled na siya nagsulat. Medyo marami yan. Mga 1 to 800 pages or something. Ang dami siyang letters. Is translated from Italian. Okay? Um, so, kung nagustuhan mo si St. Clair, do not get her dialogues, get her letters para mas human. Kasi the dialogues are like, mystical yung dialogues, baka mahimatay ka sa hirap intindihin. Okay? Dito ka muna sa mga simple na libro before you graduate to more complicated books. So these are some of the recommendations and some of the books I'm already reading right now. Now, ito sila, wait lang. Now, some pointers. Would you like to learn some pointers on how to approach this, especially if you have children, on reading these saintly books? Okay. Number one, do not go into the book first. Understand their life first. Who are the people? What are the big events? Kanya. And then you read their works. Okay? Now, pwede ko kayong i-entertain by reading some quotes. Is that okay? Para you get, ano yung virtue dyan? Yan. Kasi yung the virtue, makikita mo sa life na binubuhay nila. Gets? It's not like, patience is like this. Longanimity is like this. It's not like Thomas Aquinas style na explanation. You see how they behave in different situations na difficult. Okay ba? So may sobrang ganda yung mga quotables dito. And depende sa translation na nakuha mo, siyempre, mas maganda minsan. This is from French into English. Mhm. Can I read some from these? Type nyo nga one if yes. Two pag ayaw nyo. Just move on to the next one. Move on to the next topic. Okay? Ayan. So, here's the context. Sa office or sa work, ang dami mong good ideas and people keep stealing your good ideas. Yes? So, you feel bad. Bakit niya kinukuha yung credit? Idea ko yun ah. Listen to what Saint Therese says. About the Holy Spirit. So, this Holy Spirit is free to make use of me to transmit a worthwhile thought to someone else. And I have no right to consider that such a thought belongs exclusively to me. Naintindihan niyo ba? Ulitin ko. Kaya binasa mo yung whole thing eh. Binigyan ko lang kayo ng quote. The Holy Spirit is free to use me to tell someone a worthwhile thought. I have no right to consider such a thought belongs exclusively to me. Anong context? Nagbibigay siya ng idea sa convent. The sisters, narinig siya, so sinabi dun sa leader, let's say si Mother Superior, wait, maybe we should do this, maybe, sabi ni Mother Superior, very good idea. Pero, kaya na nanggaling ang idea? Kay Teres. So normally you would think na, ay, sama naman ng mga sisters na yun. Idea niya yun eh, they took the credit. And this is the attitude. This is the attitude. Saint Therese is saying that I have no right to consider that such a thought belongs exclusively to me. Yan. Anong virtue yan? Mga kapatid, humility yan, humility. Okay? Now, hindi ko na define. It's situational. Gets? The humility, you see it in the situation. And it's a real person with a diary. Okay. By the way, if you ever go to France, no, you see painting this picture on the wall in Saint Teresa's room. Binlow up nila kasi laki ng tao. Itong picture na to. Okay? So this is an actual person. Okay. Maganda dito, alam mo kung bakit? Nag-pilgrimage siya to Rome. So parang meron kang part dito, uy, nagpi-pilgrimage sila. Ang kwento ng pilgrimage. Okay? Ito, tungkol sa sementeryo. Game? Nasa ano siya? Nasa Italy siya sa Milan. Are you still okay to read from Saint Therese or another book? We visited the Cathedral of White Marble, which has enough statues to populate a town. That's the Duomo, the massive cathedral in in Milan, katapat ng Galleria, which is like the first mall in the world. Tapos sabi niya, the cemetery fascinated us. Its whole vast area is covered with statues dotted about in an attractively casual manner, etc. etc. So, ang hinighlight ko dito, na-fascinate siya nung sementeryo. Na sa dami ng kakilala ko nagpunta na sa Holy Land, wala nagsabi nun. Ito nagpunta siya sa Milan. Okay, let's move on from this book to the next book. Okay, now this is the Diary of Saint Faustina. I'm gonna read one quote and then we can move on. Okay? So, since events ito sa buhay niya, the the story are live mo makikita how she thinks pag nakaka-experience siya ng stress sa buhay. Okay. Ito. Narinig niyo sa akin to minsan. Ito to. Mabilis na to. This is from St. Faustina notebook number 1, 349. I joined my suffering to the sufferings of Jesus and offered it for sinners. At 4 o'clock, when I came for adoration, I saw one of our wards offending God greatly by sins of impure thoughts. I also saw a certain person who was the cause of that sin. My soul was pierced with fear, and I asked God for the sake of Jesus' pain to snatch her from this terrible misery. So she saw two people. One was committing uh, impure thoughts. Alam niya, kahit na she's not supposed to know those thoughts. Anyway, that's fascinating. So, iba ang buhay nito kaysa kay Saint Therese. Okay? Saint Therese, simplicity. Ito, complexity. Kasi siya yung nagpagawa ng painting. No? So, you think it's easy? No, it's so hard. Kasi, of course, a lot of people are against her as well. So, that's Saint Faustina, mystic. And Perfect Joy, Saint Francis of Assisi. Okay. Ito, narinig nyo na to, pero I'll read it to you kasi you probably haven't heard the story. Sometime in the year 1215, while Francis preached, swallows, ibon, chattered so much that they would not allow him to preach to the people. He ordered them to be quiet, and they immediately fell silent. They even allowed him to touch them, and they wouldn't leave until he dismissed them. So kaya si Francis of Assisi pagdating sa animals, he actually interfaces with them. Okay. So yun, mga short story lang yun tungkol sa animals. Let's talk about virtue. Hindi nyo maintindihan kung hindi nyo nabasa yung part na yun eh. Ito. Francis of Assisi. Francis was in prison, okay? He was together with his fellow citizens. Francis was captured and ended in a prison in Perugia. Yet, because of his noble manners, he was imprisoned with the knights. While his fellow prisoners were consumed with sorrow and self pity, he kept a cheerful disposition. One of them rebuked him for as insane for being cheerful in prison. Francis alone not only acted in a friendly manner towards a fellow prisoner, shunned by the others, but also urged other prisoners to do the same, to be cheerful in prison. You've heard of this story sa Acts of the Apostles, being cheerful in prison. But this is in the year 1200, and he's doing it. He's doing how to be cheerful in prison. Okay, let's move on. Let me continue with my pointers. I didn't specifically highlight specific virtues kasi basahin nyo na lang yung kwento mas madali. Okay? Now, some warnings, some books were made to earn money only. So when you read the introduction, you will notice that sometimes the author is not even Catholic or a practicing Catholic. So medyo, if you're gonna get a cheap book, skip the introduction and go directly to the contents of the book. Okay? Another one, a lot of these books are free in archive.org in PDF or text form. Because they are 100 plus years old, so it's free to print, okay? Free to publish as you wish because it's already public domain. Okay? Next is if you get a children's version of the book kasi magagandang pictures, you might be wasting your money. Okay? Because pag modernized children's version ng makuha mo, baka masyadong malaking emphasis on equality, egalitarian, or etc. Or too much environment. Like makakita ka ng Francis of Assisi, wala nang tungkol sa grabing humility niya. Okay? One of the stories I got here from Francis is he was knocking on the door of where he lives, and then the people inside won't let him in. And then he keeps knocking, malamig eh, this is Italy. Malamig, he keeps knocking. And sabi niya, the challenge here is for me not to be angry. There was no reason for them not to let him in. Pero the challenge was, keep knocking, they ignore. They keep knocking, they ignore. Bawal siyang magalit. Maganda yung pagkasabi niya, pero isipin niyo na lang ginagawa niya sa sarili niya. That's grabbing humility. It actually exceeded his devotion to nature, yung humility niya. Okay? So, people just use him, Saint Francis of Assisi, as like the champion of the environment. So, totoo lang, he's also the champion of humility and preaching. Okay? So, go for the actual books na lang. Huwag ka nang kumuha ng modernized books of saints. Okay? Kasi some of them are done for art only. Magaganda yung pictures, pero hindi naman pala Catholics yung mga gumawa. So, the words are kind of suspicious. Okay. If you have children, you can do this called a read aloud. You take a chapter. Each child will read a chapter every day. That would be kasama ka as a parent. You read it aloud. Kung hindi kaya ng chapter, kung masyadong mahaba ang chapter, 1 page, 2 pages, then you can discuss memorable parts and discuss any learned virtues. If they didn't learn any virtues, ano gagawin mo? You will point them out the virtues. Yes? Hello? Yes? You will point out the virtue. I'm gonna give you a story from the Saint Therese. So there was a sister, inutusan siya kasi by obedience sila, meron silang obedience na rule. Mas mataas sa kanya yung sister, inutusan siya, stand there for 1 hour. Anong dahilan? Walang dahilan. So she did. She stood there for 1 hour. People passed her by. She was just standing out of obedience. And then they were already whispering, murmuring, why is she standing there? Is she weird? Why is she weird? Tapos, ginawa yun ng sister. Hindi ko alam ang intent, pero ang nangyari, napahiya si Saint Therese. No, sa situation na, he was standing in a corner, told by the sister na mas mataas sa kanya to just stand. And it was done to humiliate her. And she did it, and she got humiliated. And you see her thoughts here. Question, have you ever been humiliated? What are your thoughts? Are you reacting like a normal drama, TV drama? Or baka interest ka makita anong reaction ni Saint Therese sa pagiging humiliated. It's very, very refreshing and different. So, since you're the parent or the older person, hopefully you recognize what that is a good thing to do. Or you're crazy and you say, ay, ang weird naman niya. Dapat nagalit siya. Remember, children need to be led by you. Okay? If you don't teach your children na hindi pwede mag-spaghetti strap, dadali nila yan sa simbahan. Yes, anak, hindi pwedeng miniskirt sa simbahan. Pero nung maliit sila, pinasuot mo sila ng miniskirt sa simbahan everyday. So, dadali nila sa simbahan and now they're scandalizing men because they're wearing miniskirts and you can't do anything about it because galing sa'yo. So, you know your responsibility. Okay, yun na po ang lesson ko on virtues for the meantime and books. We can go into a topic of virtues next time, but that was my super short on books itself. Are you ready for our next topic? There are three topics. Tapos na ako sa isa. Are you guys okay? Let's move on to the next one. Type in okay. And this is our next topic. Anyway, I can stop. If you have questions here, you can type it in. Otherwise, I'll just continue. Okay? This. Have you seen this? I'm going to give you a close-up so you have an understanding of what am I talking about. Ay, hindi nyo to kaya to mag-focus. Haha, ito na lang. So this is called a, what is this? Can you guess? Magic. Wala na siya. Ayan, nandiyan pa rin siya. Ayan siya. So this is a Saint Benedict medal. And this is the next topic. This is our topic, our next topic for today. Okay? And the topic is, how do you protect your family even if your spouse is in the process of believing, is a doubter, or is totally clueless about all things Catholic? How do you protect yourself? How do you protect your family? This is a requested subject. Yung kanina, requested subject ni MV. Ito, requested ni LS. Okay? For privacy, hindi ko sabihin sino nag-request. Pero pwede ka namang umamin. Now, I'm only assuming, in this case, ang tanong lang ni LS is protecting your family. Kasi nung sinagot ko to, sabi ko, kasi you're the woman, you're the mom. Most of the protecting is done by the husband. Eto tanong, hindi niya tinanong, ako nagtatanong, what if my husband knows nothing? Or is not open to know anything about protecting the family? Right? The Catholic way. Yes, we all protect our families as husbands by closing the door. Yes, protecting them with a financial wall. Yan sabi ni Jim Rohn. Protect your family with a financial wall, nothing can penetrate. Di ba? Siyempre, nagkalimutan na, how about the spiritual wall? Kasi yung financial wall, hindi niya ipoprotect yung family from spiritual attacks. Yes? So, you guys game? Let's talk about this. Can you type P or even number 1 to say your game na, pag-usapan na natin tong protecting your family even if one spouse is still in the process, hindi na naintindihan. Okay, I'm gonna take a... Mag-ano lang ako? Mag 1 minute break lang ako. Wait for your answer, okay? I'm waiting for your answer. More money from these ads, then listen up. You might not have done this before. Setting up the landing page, the place where people go, so that it will be client attracting. You might just be spending money to your website or to Messenger, tapos kulang pala ng client attraction system yung page where you make people go in your ads. So this is for you. Business owners or people na nasa sideline like real estate people. Okay? So it's also for people who took too many courses and you still have no results. You're running ads, you're not getting buyers or clients, and you feel stuck. You have tried many things, and you want to earn from the internet by affiliate marketing, by virtual careers or freelancing, or you want to earn money from selling stuff. Okay? Probably stuff that you own or stuff, okay, that is owned by other people. So if this is you, then listen up. I'm going to give you a solution because you're not the problem. You just need a proper launching pad so that when people see your offer on the internet, they see that it has all the elements, a system that makes them attracted to come to you and buy from you. Okay? So the system is step by step. Okay? It's not just, okay, here's a website, that's it. Okay? And the system is there so you can make a checklist wherein if you have checked all these in the list, you have the highest potential to attract clients. All right? So Here is my invitation for you guys to take a look at this workshop. This is a 3 day, 3 night, sorry, 3 night workshop, 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. 3 nights in a row, wherein you're going to create this client attracting system while I tell you all about it. And I will prepare you before the 3 nights happen so that when the 3 nights is there, you are ready to create the system. Okay? So my name is John Hilario. I'm the author of the book Second Incomes, affiliate marketing book. Also the author of the book Virtual Careers, which is a freelancing book. There's These are the two of a kind books here in the Philippines, right? And behind the pictures you see, these are my previous customers, clients, and mentees who have gone on to have a virtual career or an online marketing career. Essentially, these guys are all earning from the internet. Okay. Now, Jomar, in your 3 nights in June 16, 17, 18, we are only taking action takers. If you want to get something like a course, this is not a course. You will not watch and learn, but you'll also do. You'll have to do what I say you should do in that same night. So we end at around 9:30. Then from 9:30 to 12, it's up to you to create the system that I will teach on the first night. Same for the next 2 nights. Okay? So you can stop feeling lost and start being strong and ready. So you don't get the concept. What did he say? No, you will actually do it. I will supply you with a checklist with a short video on what to do and even teach you how to do it wrong even before you do it on the same day, on the night of the workshop. Okay? So it's happening on June 16, 17, 18, Monday to Wednesday at 7 p.m. to 9:30. In just 3 nights, we'll try to change your life by creating a system. You will create a system for you online. You don't need to bring anything else except your computer and your courage. And if you have an employee, you can join with a pair. Now you can bring your employee, bring your VA, bring your assistant. You can join together. So in that evening, you learn, he learns, she learns, and then for the workshop part, your employee or assistant can do it. Okay ba? Yeah. So who is this for? You are a business owner and you want more sales. You are a coach, you're selling a course, you're a public speaker, but you're not getting a lot of sales as there. You're a VA, part of a team, and you wanna like shine and become, more valuable to the team. Learn this stuff, and you're a freelancer already earning, but you want to charge higher. So this is a set of three skills and three sets of mindsets: affiliate, sales, and selling, and freelancing. The three mindsets you will learn all in these 3 nights. Okay, so it's called the 3 nights 2x client getting Launchpad. Okay, so this is a workshop that I call a Launchpad. So if you're an affiliate marketer who wants results, or if you're an online seller tired of trial and error, you're an OFW investing in your family skills, this is for you. Or you're a content creator that you have lots of followers, but it's not translating into income that you want. If you have like inconsistent income, you want more than inconsistent income. Okay, so 3 nights to change your life, and then a system that you will build to earn from at least two income sources, which is affiliate marketing or selling or your own stuff or freelancing. If you want, you don't have to do the freelancing part, but the task is the same anyway. Okay, whether you get hired by others or you don't get hired, you sell some other person's product. I will tell you exactly what to sell to begin with. Okay. Now, this is an example of what's going to happen. This is Ali's website. This is a guru expert dude, and you're going to copy it like what the dude other side did. As you can see, he did copy it. This is yellow, but his is blue. And the layout is the same. If you can understand how to copy this, I'm going to teach you how, then you can do this. Okay. Most of the job is copy paste. Can you type the word letter C for copy or number one for copy? Copy pasting of images, copy pasting of text. Now, you're not going to copy his image. That's not what we're going to do. And you're also not going to copy his text. I'm going to tell you and teach you where to get the images and where to get the text. Okay. Now, um, just a personal background, I'm not a designer, not a web designer. Okay, I do not have a marketing degree. I also do not have a psychology degree, and I am terrible at sales. So if you are there in the same boat, then welcome. I know you can do this. Okay. Now, do you have to learn to code websites? No, you don't need to. I'm a coder, but we're not going to use my skill in making programs and apps here. Okay, I finished computer science, so I know how to code stuff. I know HTML, CSS, and all that stuff, but we're not going to use that. We're just going to use copy paste of images and text plus AI. Now, my experience in making things like this is around 200 of this. I've made 200 of this and made money from most of them. Okay, what is this? This is a Launchpad. This is a landing page. That's what it is. Okay, so I've done this more than 200 times, and I even have the proof because I've been doing this selling online for about 20 years now. Okay, so have the experience, also have the skills to teach. Okay, not just the skills to do this, but also the skills to teach. Okay, there are two things we're gonna learn today and during those nights is the selling online and the marketing online. Okay, so those are two different things. Because there are hidden components in a website that must work. The buttons must work. The psychology must work. And the designers will say, "Oh, it should look pretty, sure." But the most important thing is the visitors must buy. Okay, so that's the goal. So there's also the aspect of how do I attract buyers who can be my clients to become a virtual professional or a freelancer. So you're also going to learn that as skill number two. Okay, that's skill number two. And what we want for freelancers, especially newbies, is for clients to say, potential ones, will you make a website like that for me? If you hear this, then it has succeeded. You have impressed them on your ability to make a client getting website. And that is the goal for freelancers. Okay. Now, um, you will be joined with a lot of people. This is my goal to create this website for 3 nights in a row. So you can help each other. Some people will help you by hiring you, and some business owners here listening, you might want to hire somebody in the group as well so that they will make it for you and you'll now have an assistant. So that's the power of the group. Now, what are the things that we have here that does not exist anywhere else? Okay, because you might say, okay, this is another workshop, I've attended other workshops before, etc., etc. And like you also, me, I've also attended other workshops, so this is the stuff you won't see in their workshops. There's a saint framework that I'm using. It's a winning formula to achieve your goal. Your goal is to make this client getting website. I'm going to teach you using the saint framework. Okay, now, the another approach is different. Is I am not a designer, so I have no idea what good design is, bad design is. So, because I have that limitation, I can now pass on my learnings because I have made 200 of these already. Even if I'm not a designer, you understand me? At least I know how to make it sell, even if it's not as pretty as you want. If you're a designer, that's your benefit. But I'm not. My goal is to teach you how to make it so it sells. Okay? Now, since I am a non-designer, I'm not a web designer. I'm also not a expert webmaster. I have shortcuts that I have personally developed to make things easier, so I don't have to rely on things like Photoshop and Figma like the experts do. Okay. Now, you'll also something very unique is here I will teach you one process. Can you type number one? And you will earn from at least two different ways: affiliate marketing, selling people's products that don't belong to you, and virtual careers, selling your services. With the same technique, you can earn two different ways. Or you can earn using both ways. Is that okay? Is that okay? You can earn in two different ways. So this is my offer for freelancing first timers. You don't know what to do. You can do this. Okay. By the way, you might be saying, "Oh, where do I get clients?" Don't worry, I'm already attracting them to you because the process of attracting clients, I'm already doing it for you. And at the same time, there is skill number three, which is client attracting. That's what we're going to study and do at the same time on day two. Gets client attracting. So it's a set of psychology, a set of mindset in client attracting. You're gonna learn it. All right. So don't worry about that. So me, why me? I already told you that's my story. I have a Google Knowledge panel, which is given only to legit international experts. So you try out your other, uh, teachers in a workshop, ganyan. See if they have a Google Knowledge panel. If they don't, then they're really just good at speaking. Okay, maybe. This is a picture of me. I have two books. Tapos na tayo. Now, what do you expect from the workshop? You're gonna go from I'm scared to I launched. Okay, because I'm not gonna be agreeing on. Jomar, I'm gonna absorb the information. No, no, no. Don't absorb. Just do. Just do. You notice today I am doing this. The audio is bad because you can hear things happening, right? There's somebody drilling the street, right? You get it? This is a bad video, yeah? But don't worry, the video before this is even terrible. It's worse. Okay. So this is my second attempt at doing this video, but still the audio is bad because I didn't prepare for it. I should not have used this platform. But anyway, I'm gonna do another one. Notice I'm doing what I'm going to teach you, which is just start. It's not gonna be great or perfect when you start. Just start. And when the first thing is bad and your second thing is bad, just do it again. Gets the important thing here, rule for business owners, if you're a freelancer, you're going to be a business owner anyway, momentum. That letter M or the number 5, momentum. Put in the repetitions, put in the reps, and then you will start getting traction or goal. Now there's a pre-launch. So why should you join now? Well, because I've already prepared this one. Everybody who joined now, starting today, they will be sent an email, and this is where you'll be given assignments. Thank you, Jackie. Assignments on what to do, because I need you guys to be familiar with the software, the apps, before you get started on the 3 nights. So I'm going to give you crazy assignments, fun assignments. What? Just to get you familiarized with the software that we're going to use, the apps. One of the software is Canva, by the way. So there's also this very important Google Sheet that I will send to you guys later. So you will fill that out even before the 3 nights on June 16. The earlier you do all of this, the more prepared you are. So you're not bulaga. Okay? Now, night 1, you're gonna learn the first skill, night 2, second skill, and night 3, third skill. Okay, and these skills are just client magnet skills. Okay, just client magnets. Okay, now, uh, teka, hindi ko mabasa. What is this? What is this? Oh, this. Okay. Oh, this is a second batch, by the way. I already gave this training to a bunch of 135 people last May. So this is Mami Negosyo. That's me, and these are some of the people who attended. Okay, and the comments are up here. It said, "This gave me clarity. I'm not lost anymore. I finally understood the flow of getting clients. I launched my first site. I can't believe it. I'm 55. I finally get to know how the pieces work together." That's some of their comments, not all. I am back. Okay, so I've done this before last May, 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to do it again for you guys. But this time it's 3 days in a row. Okay? So some excuses and fears, I will handle it for you. If I'm not techie, Jomer, can I do this? Yes, that's why there's a pre-launch. So join early so you can get started with a pre-launch. There are videos, really short videos, 2 minutes, to learn how to use the tools. Joma, I don't have time. Then you do need to just give us 3 evenings in this June 16, 17, 18. That's it. But if I fail again, when you fail this, you have done first rep, first attempt. Remember, just keep doing it until you become better. Okay? You do not become perfect at the first attempt, only better. So hinandle ko na yung top 3 fears mo. No need to worry about that. Now, there's a certain set of bonuses. I made 5 bonuses. Tama ba? 5? The first 50 to join, I'm going to invite you to a AI training. First 50, we're going to spend an evening. I'm going to teach you the brand new stuff that AI can help you do. This is awesome, and I'm sure you will not get any training like this anywhere else because matagal na akong nag-AI practitioner. Before ChatGPT, nag-AI na ako. So, iba yung insight ng AI user sa school, iba yung insight ng AI user sa business. This is what you're going to learn from me for both school, work, life, and business. So this one is a separate event that we will give to for free for those who join in the first 50. Okay? Now, this batch bonuses, there's 4 extra bonuses, and these quickly are mabilis lang tong bonus na to kasi some people they give you bonuses na 3 hours, 4 hours, 55 hours. This is not. We're gonna give you a physical prize, i-mail namin sa bahay mo, physical, and if you submit the assignments na bibigay namin sa on the 3 nights. So may raffle every night and there's at least 4 different prizes to win. Okay? At least. So magsasubmit ka, mabibigyan ka pa ng premyo pag nanalo ka. The other 3 bonuses are called audio. One is anti-quits. So when you do this, your brain is going to object and say, ang hirap naman to, ayoko na, ayoko na, ayoko na, ayoko na. So these are 30 different short video, ano ba yan? Short audio reminders recorded by me telling you exactly what I think at the complaint that you're about to say to yourself. Nagreklamo yung utak mo, I'm too old for this. Tapos meron akong audio na pwede mo pipiliin mo lang, I'm too old for this. Press play and papakinggan mo ako giving you advice. Okay ba yan? Now, that's the second bonus. The third and fourth bonuses, kasi alam ko, para mag-win ka dito, you need to have at least 2 mindsets. The sales mindset and the marketing mindset. Anong catch? Nagbasa ako ng mga 100 books on sales and marketing for the last 20 years. Gusto mo bang makakakuha yung benefit of all those books that I've read and things that I've practiced? Pero short lang. Para makuha mo na agad, ito na yun. Hindi mo na kailangan magbasa ng 3 libro para maintindihan mo yung, ito pala yung sales. Yeah. Ito palang attitude na dapat kong gawin. So, kung magpe-prepare ako ng 30 na mga audio about the 30 different mindsets you need to think about when you're in sales, the 30 for marketing. Okay ba yan? And kaya 30 pieces of audio yan na 3 to 3 minutes lang para hindi mo sabihin, ano ba to? Ang dami-dami kong kailangan panoodin. Hindi. Pipiliin mo lang yung topic, press play, and you listen. Gets? And this is not available anywhere else. All of these are all brand new bonuses. Okay? Just for joining and trying it out. These 5 bonuses. First 50 bonus, another event. And ito, easy to consume na personal advice for you. Hindi ito ginawa ni AI. Kasi boses ko to. Okay? Ayokong pa-clone ng boses ko sa AI. So, wala akong voice clone. Okay? Here are the prices. If you are going to be a business owner and you want to understand it, okay? Ito yung sa'yo, 95,000. I will do it for you. You just attend to understand. That's 95,000. The total value of the whole thing, though, is about 70,000 pesos. Yung lahat ng bibigay ko, bonuses, the 3 nights, and the prizes, all of those. Now, those are the value, but you only need to pay 1,999 if you're alone, just one of you. Pag dalawa kayo, it's only 3,399. Okay? Tapos kung gusto mo makuha yung recording forever is 2,999. Now, ano sabihin ng recording forever? Kasi itong 1,999 will give you 3 weeks of recording. Kasi I do intend for you to do it. Not for you to say, here's another set of recordings I will never listen to. Gets? So, gusto ko kunin mo to. Pero kung gusto mo ma-save lahat ng recordings for, balikan mo, para sa staff mo, balikan nila, 299. One person will attend, mayroon siyang forever recording. Now, if 2 people will attend, it's 3,399. Tapos kung meron another option, pagpunta ka sa website, kung dalawa kayo, tapos gusto nyo ma-save yung 3 nights na video, yung replay, gusto nyo ma-access siya forever, there's another option when you click on this link. Okay? So these are 70,000 value, 199 na lang, 3 nights, plus all the bonuses and the pre-launch activities. Okay ba? So, you can get somebody to pair up so you can medyo mas mura kayo in the chat room. If you're watching this and there's a chat room, go ahead in there and say, hey, I'm looking for a pair para mag-join kayo by paying on the same day half of 3399. Okay? The details will be found here on how to pay that. You can also GCash this half-half kayo. Okay? Tapos kung mag-isa ka lang, just go ahead and do that. We accept GCash, etc. And credit cards. So GCash, credit cards, bank transfer, all of those. All right? And some guarantees. I made 4 guarantees for everyone. So you feel at ease. The first guarantee is you're gonna be prepared. The pre-launch is there to guarantee na hindi ka papasok na nangangapa ka sa Canva halimbawa. The number one, I will mentor you for the 3 nights. Yan. Give you personal feedback. Number three, you will be able to find friends who will hire you or you will be hired by them or help you, encouraging you in the journey. Kasi this is a group exercise. You're not alone. And the fourth guarantee is what I've always given for the last 15 years, which is the 365 happy clients guarantee. You just get your money back. If after 1 year you said, Jomar, I want a refund, that's it. That's no drama. Okay? So that is the guarantees for you. So you waited long enough. Now it's the time for you to get started on your dreams by making a system and a launch pad for you. So that's what I have. If you have questions, go ahead. Ito yung mga questions from originally. But that is all I have to say today tungkol dito. Dali lang. See you next week. I'm gonna do another recording. Okay, so ano to? This is my newest thing. It's my first workshop, essentially, na 3 day in a row. Kasi usually pag nag-workshop ako, mga computer shop, ganun, or sa coffee shop, or sa, basta, kung saan-saan na may wifi, gan, madalas pag ka mag-workshop, no? Ngayon, it's by Zoom, 3 days, 3 nights in a row, submit it tonight, and talagang solid talaga na meron kang magiging resulta. Plus, I priced it in such a low amount na I want people to think, ang baba naman. Totoo naman, mababa naman. Normally ko dyan mga 7,000 isang ganito eh. Okay? Remember, I've been doing this for 20 years. So, this is the lowest amount I've ever given for a 3 night workshop na may prices pa. Okay? So, makakabawi din kayo kung panalunan niyo yung premyo because the prices are not like 20 peso prices. These are physical things that we will send to your house. Okay? That you can use for the career. So, if I were you, maghanap na tayo ng ka-pair or just go to the website itself. I'm gonna give you the website right now before we get the, wait lang ha. Give you the, yeah. So the website is there and I'm gonna display a QR for you as well. Okay. Ayan, yun yung QR code. Tapos yung QR, tingnan natin kung pwede natin i-move siya. Poink, poink, poink. Ayan siya. Yun yung QR code. Tinin. So that's the website. That's the QR code. Let's see if I can also share it in the chat so you guys can see that. Questions before Jomar goes? Tapos na po tayo. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Ay, hindi yan yung website. Ano ba yan? Hindi, pwede na rin yan. Pwede na rin yan. Hindi yan ang actual na website, pero pwede na. creators.jhilar.com/3nights. Okay. Yeah. Pwede na yan. May nagtatanong dyan, sir, sa affiliates, paano ba daw yan isali? Okay, if you are an affiliate and you want to promote this event, okay. Thank you so much for the question. I'm gonna tell you where to go para ma-promote mo tong event yourself. Okay. So, unang-una dapat affiliate ka na. Yes? How do you become an affiliate? Does anybody know? Mag-register ka muna. Okay. So, here is the website to register as an affiliate. jomar.club/affiliates. Gets? So, pag naka-register ka na dyan, pwede na, di ba? Marunong ka na. Um, kukunin mo ngayon yung affiliate link mo, which is this extremely long thing. No? Pupunta mo dyan. Yung affiliate link mo, yung instruction, mahahanap mo dito. So, magsa-sign up ka, magkakaroon ka ng affiliate link, which is a long number. Tapos, pag nakuha mo na yung affiliate link mo, you will now add it sa dulo ng website na nandito. Ayan, okay. Now, I'm gonna find for you yung dapat mong dikitan. So, ano yung itsura ng isang matinong affiliate link? Okay? Okay. So, mga hindi affiliates, hindi nila naintindihan to, relax lang kayo. Ganito po ang itsura ng isang sobrang habang affiliate link. Kita mo yan? That's what it should look like. Okay? Again, kung hindi ka naman affiliate, hindi mo alam na pwede kang kumita, if you're listening to this and gusto mong kumita by promoting this workshop, okay, this Launchpad, just go to jomar.club/affiliates, follow the instructions, it's free to join, walang requirements, tapos, meron ka makukuhang email. Okay? Yung email niya, sasabihin sa'yo dapat mong malaman, pati mga tutorials, ganyan-ganyan. Ang bottom line, kasi gusto mong gawin itong link na to. Ganitong kahaba-haba na link na to. And this link will tell you, yan, link na yan, ganito itsura. Itong link sa harap, hindi yan dapat. Okay? Ang dapat mong makita is, ito example lang to ng isang affiliate link. Hindi yan yung actual affiliate link. I cannot show you your affiliate link kasi hindi talaga pwede yun. Dapat personal kasi ang affiliate link eh. Okay? So, ang nasa chat room, pakita ko sa inyo yung link. The long link that you want to create would be based on this one. It looks like this. creators.jhilar.com/3nights. Tapos attach mo to, /question, SA equals, tapos ito yung link mo, yung SA na mahaba. So ito talaga yung tamang website. If you use this is for the book, second incomes. So ito, yung link, ididikit mo siya dun sa SA na yan. So yun yung kwento ng affiliate link. Okay? Kung super beginner ka, para mo nang bilhin mo muna yung libro para maintindihan mo to, okay? Kasi hindi to mahirap. Sundin mo lang yung instructions ko na ilagay ko dito as an affiliate. Okay, here. Sundan mo lang yung mga instructions para ma-promote mo yung book. Ma-promote mo yung event. How do you promote the event? Just copy what I do. Like, I do shows like this, live stream, you share it sa mga relevant places. Okay? Like, yung first part ng show ko is for Catholics, right? So, i-share mo siya sa mga parish groups, ganyan. Bakit sila magagalit? Kasi hindi sila magagalit. Kasi, it's a video about saints. Pero kung kinik out ka nila kasi nag-share ka about video about saints, edi okay lang. Ganun. So, ayan. Ayan si Loy sabi niya, let's join na. Okay? So, punta ka dito para maging ang affiliates. Para yung hinakwento ko, alam mo na paano gawin. Okay? So, again, the link to find out is this one. Ito yung actual link to the workshop. Ito yung link to become an affiliate. Okay? If you haven't read this book, you need to para hindi ka masyadong mataas ang expectation. Okay? Bakit? Did you notice that in the entire evening, I never said anything about money and how much money na kinikita ako or how much money na kinikita ang mga clients ko? Have you noticed that? Because if you get fixated with the money, lalo na nagsisimula ka pa lang and you want proof that there's money here, ang sagot lang niya, i-google mo lang. Kasi I'm not the first person on the planet talking about affiliate marketing or freelancing. Lots of people are already earning in affiliate marketing or freelancing. There is money there, but the point here is you cannot get money if you don't do what you're supposed to do, which is the stuff in the book. Okay? You don't get any of the stuff if you don't do the work. If you sabi mo, ay, first timer ako, dapat kumita agad ako after 1 month. Of course not. Like making a house, it takes a while to make a house. And yes, a lot of people are gonna promise you, kikita ako 3 months pa lang, $2,000 agad, wala akong skills on all that stuff. It's fine. It's fine. Totoo naman siguro sinasabi nila. It's fine. Go ahead and believe them. Doon ka na lang. Okay? Okay, doon ka na lang. Sa akin, it's, you need to put in the time, overcome your fears, join me, and then learn all about the saints, virtues, and then earn money also. Kasi hindi naman talaga pera lang. Gets? Our life here is not just about money. Plus, I find it very, very not intelligently advised if you go around the internet and showing off how much money you earn. I think it's not that smart in the long term. In the long term, and if you understand, you would agree with me na parang mali yun na yung employee ka, kinakalat mo sa internet, magkano kinikita mo. Di ba mali yun? So I don't believe in that. So that's why I don't show it off. I don't show off wealth. Ganon. Tapos hindi ka sasabihan ka ni St. Francis of Assisi, that's such a bad vice. Okay? Showing off wealth. Remember, mayaman sila. Ay, hindi mo alam, mayaman sila. Party goer siya. He pays for the parties of his friends. So it's kind of contrary to virtue to show off the money. And, and already a lot of people are doing that nowadays anyway. So contrary to privacy also. So anyway, so that's all I have. This is as you know, this is a bad recording because the audio is terrible, because you can hear the world around me. It's not perfect. So we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna do it even better next time. So this is the policy. Yes? To learn how to do this, you have to do this wrong and then wrong again. Then you make a mistake, may aeroplano, and then you do it well in the next time. Okay? So hope that helps you guys. Please hurry up. Sali kayo dun sa ating program. It's something that I know it will really really help you, because it's my first ever 3-night workshop. Marami ka talagang matututunan and marami kang ma-meet, and yung needs mo, which is skills, mindsets, potential clients, nandun na sa 3-night 2x client getting Launchpad. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, for the questions. God bless everyone. Can I ask for a favor from everyone? Nandito na rin lang kayo. So you're in social media, right? Can you put in a sentence na fill in the blanks? Parang ganito. I attended Jomar's this show, whatever you call it, and blank. I attended Jomar's something, live stream, and blank. And it was, yan. Kung ano man yung eye-opening, inspirational, it was terribly, ang audio, mga ganun, ilagay nyo lang sa chat. Or dun sa, hindi sa chat, ilagay nyo sa social media ninyo. I attended John Mars live stream and it was, sabihin nyo lang yung gusto nyo sabihin. Take a picture of it and send it to me. So I can, you can use this to promote the video. And when you promote this video, isi-split ko to into 3 itong video. You can use that to promote para ikaw ay mag-earn from affiliate marketing. Yes? So, kailangan lang all you guys, all 200 of you, just post something like this dun sa ilalim nitong video where you seeing this. Okay? Take a screenshot of it and share it to me so I can share it to everyone. Now, kung ayaw nyo share sa akin, I'd like to invite you, dun nyo i-share sa Facebook group na ginawa ko specifically for this workshop. Is that okay? So I'm going to give you the link to the Facebook group. It's called Build Client Getting Websites. So, wag nyo lang i-send sa akin pala. Ipadala nyo na lang dito yung screenshots ninyo. Okay? Yan. So that's it. That's the website. Build Client Getting Websites there. So, use Build Client Getting Websites. Yun yan. Facebook.com/group/Build Client Getting Websites. I'm going to give you a QR code for that one as well. Para masaya. Post your review. Essentially, na-review nyo itong video to for Post your review. Okay? This is part of client attraction. So, mag-practice na rin kayo. So, this one is... Wait lang. Yan. So, this QR up here is the same one down here. This is para i-post nyo yung review ninyo, and you go here also post your review. Okay, so you just go join the group and then magsabi ka nito, I attended Jomar's live stream, it was blah 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 blah. Sulat lang kayo para people are now curious about the live stream, and then obviously you give them your link, yeah, affiliate link, yes. Kasi syempre, kung curious siya, tapos pinost mo dun sa group, may tao na dyan sa group niyan. Potentially, gusto na lang mag-attend, pero gusto na lang ng push, yes. And if you're the affiliate, you get 30% of whatever they pay. Yes? So I'm teaching you how to do this using your own words. So huwag na kayo matakot kasi grupo ko naman yan. Okay? God bless. Thank you so much for joining. See you guys soon. I'll announce another live stream. Please make sure you bring in friends. Alright? A different topic na naman, and we're going to talk about this workshop again. Alright. God bless. Sulat kayo ng review, ha?